Hello YouTube, this is Dave the Mechanic, back here with you again. Today I'll be doing headlight assemblies on a 2011 Dodge Challenger. This is a 3.6 liter vehicle, 6-cylinder. Unfortunately the bumper has to come off. That's what made this video or this job a little challenging, so this is why a video is required. Now for some people, depending on your level of expertise, you might be able to do this job without taking off the tires. I'm going to take off the tires just so that you can see better how to take the clips off, the body panel clips and things like that, and the as far as the plastic shroud over the wheel. So I'm going to do those steps so you can see. Alright, it's important to find a good jack point for your jack. I went ahead with this part of the frame that runs parallel from front to back of the vehicle. You can also use this part right here, which a lot of people go to first, but I feel more secure using part of the actual frame. Now that we have our jack set up, we won't raise it all the way off the ground yet, because we still have to break these studs loose. So once we break these studs loose, then we'll raise it in the air, because if we don't, with this being a rear wheel drive, once this goes in the air, the wheel's just going to spin and spin and spin. So we have to get these studs broken with the wheel still on the ground. Then we'll raise it in the air and we'll finish getting the wheel off. Alright, now that I have the studs loose, I have it all the way in the air now. I have my jack stand set. Now I can go ahead and get those all the way out. Okay, so to take these off, I have this handy tool right here to take off body panel clips. I got on the line. Just pull it out. Sometimes it comes off in two pieces, sometimes it comes off in one. We have this type over here. It's just a one piece. You just pull that out. You have more up top. So you have one here and another one down here. These ones on the outside are a little bit harder to get to. I'm gonna get it out and then show you how it works. So with this one, it's in like this, and this is what's keeping it from coming out. I just have basically a small screwdriver. You can get something thicker or better for you to handle, and I push in, and that narrows this down. And at the same time, I get my body clip tool and I pry up away from the body while pushing this in, and it comes out. And that's how I get these ones out, this certain style. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm just gonna try to get this one. So first thing I'm gonna do, I got a thicker screwdriver. You're gonna probably hear it pop, and I press straight up. You see, you heard it pop. So now I can go ahead and get my tool underneath it. First, let me see if I can push it back some more first. Okay, so now I was able to push it all the way back. I'm gonna get behind so I won't scratch the paint, just to create some space. Now I should be able to. Okay, now I'm behind it. I can go ahead and pull it out, and that's how I get these out. All right, I got the panel loose, but instead of going and taking the whole panel off, I'm just going to grab the panel from the inside, place it over the rotor, bring it around, and try to tuck it behind the caliper and rotor. it's rubber, so once you flex it back and put your tabs back in, you'll hold back in place. So this is how it looks. All right, now that I have this pulled back, I also have the other side as well. I gotta pull that back, but I have the other side loose. So now I have access to the light, the fixture, and also all the bolts I need to get off to get this bumper off. All right, just about the easiest part of this job. You have an 8mm bolt right there on top of the headlight. I'm doing the headlight on the driver's side first, just so you can see. And there's also 2 bolts at the bottom. They're hard to see right now. This is the reason why we took off the wheel, and we're gonna get ready to take off the bumper. All right, so I got all these little plastic tabs out. We have to get all these out of this little plastic piece here. This holds the front part of the bumper on to the top part of the frame. So once you have all of those out, we can go to the next step. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in total. The first bolt we're gonna attack, there's a 10mm bolt right on the inside of here. Well, this is actually a nut. We're gonna get that off. Okay, you see it there. So we got that off. All right, we're gonna go to the opposite side and we're gonna do the same thing. Of course, you can use a ratchet or a ratchet wrench or something for this as well, if you have one. All right, so now I'm on the driver's side. There's a bolt right here that we want to get out. It's a 10mm. It's right by the driver's side marker. So we're just gonna work on getting that out. All right, so now we got that out. Now with that one out, I can start to pull and spread these a little bit. But before I finish, I'm gonna go ahead on the other side and get that one out. Okay, so now both sides are out. Now if you look where this one was and you trace it up, you can see right down there, there's a nut that you need to get off right there. So I'm going to get this one off, and I'm also going to get the one on the other side, that one right up in there. All right, I have it all off. Basically, I have the 2 nuts, one on this side, one on that side off. I have the bolt that was in here and the nut that was in here off, and the same on the opposite side. So when I have that, all I'm gonna do is pull this out gently, just like that, and then pull the top towards me, just like that. And I'm gonna work my way across and do the same thing to the other side. All right, now we don't have to pull it all the way off. We just need to pull it out just enough to get these lights out. I've already took liberty to loosen this one out, so you'll be able to see it quickly. So we're gonna go ahead and pull these 2 off, pull that red tab back, and then push this clip down, and you should be able to pull backwards. Same thing with this one over here. Pull the red tab back, pull the clip down, pull backwards. Now I should be able to lift the light up and out, and you can see the condition of this light is dripping water. So this is the old light that we're taking out, and we'll be going in with a new one. As far as the other side, if you want to see where the bolts were, here's one here, and there's 2 underneath. It's probably going to be easier once you get this bumper off to see. Okay, there's one right there and there's another one right here. So you hit this bolt, and on top this bolt, and the two plugs in the back, and you should be able to raise your light fixture out. All right, after getting it out, well, I already got it out. It was easy. Now I have the new one sitting in, and I plugged the connections on. So now all I have to do is line it back up to the holes and put my screws back in. So I'm going to go ahead now and put my 3 screws back in, one on top and the 2 on the bottom. And on the back there's a ball socket for you to fit right into this hole right here. You see this is the ball socket on the new part, and we're going to put that in there first. That's the first part we're going to place in, and then we can align this bolt, this part with this screw here. All right, I got both headlights in. This is pretty much the wrap-up point, so we can go ahead and start getting things together. All I have to do is plug these 2 in back here, which of course is going to be the easy part. There goes 1, there goes 2. So now that I'm plugged in, I can go ahead and start pushing this bumper back on the same way I took it off. So I'm going to start in the middle. Let's see. Okay, you want to get this piece right there in that hole. You're going to get this bolt, of course, in that hole, and this bolt in that hole. Once you get everything pushed all the way forward, you take the side pieces and you fit those back in. Finish that last. So just go across and do the same thing to this side. You put this guide piece in first, and then the bolts will follow. Push it all the way forward. And you push this side in a little bit. Now we're going to take these 2 nuts and put them back in the corners where they came from. Okay, now I can go ahead and get the one that is up in that corner right there. I can go ahead and put my nut on there and tighten it all the way down, and do the same to the one on the other side. Okay, once I have those in, you see I have the nut on there now. Now I can go and put my bolt in here. You have this plastic piece here. You want to make sure you have that up there when you go to put it back on. I have everything lined up. Okay, let me get that started. Now this is just a battery power impact, so it's not going to overwork it. I wouldn't recommend putting any air impact or anything on this type of this size of a bolt, especially not going into plastic. So that's it for this side. As you can see, lined up pretty good. We got all the bolts and this nuts back on. So now I'm gonna go finish the other side, and that's pretty much it as far as the headlights go. I'm just gonna do everything in reverse now. So I'm going to, after that side is complete, I'll put this back, and I'll put all the plastic tabs back in, and I'll put the tire back on, and that's pretty much it as far as changing the headlights on a 2011 Dodge Challenger 3.6. He has his new tinted headlights in now from the clear one.